Hey there, Storyteller Squad. Welcome back to another episode of Waffle Legacy. And if you didn't watch the last episode, oh my gosh, Ignacio has been in a love square. Honestly, I was not expecting him to do that because he's a loyal sim, so I didn't think that he would fall for multiple people, but he has. I mean, I should expect this at this point. My sims are crazy. They're so chaotic with relationships. I mean, I guess they take after me. I mean, I've had a lot of drama in my relationship life, but I did play a little bit off screen just so I could get some stuff prepared for this episode. So as you can see on the screen, my Generation 2 heir is now a child, Lavender, and she looks so pretty, and she's actually gotten herself into some trouble, and I'm going to go over that here in a second. But basically what happened, when she celebrated her birthday, she went to her friend's house and she got her nails painted by her friend, and also her friend pierced her ears too. And a couple days prior, her dad took her to the mall, and Ignacio was like telling her she couldn't get her nails done and she couldn't get her ears pierced at Claire's till she is 18. And Lavender was not about that. Lavender's like, I'm not listening to you. And so she went to her friend's house and just told her friend to just go ahead and do all that. So now Ignacio is really upset with her about breaking the rules. And also, Lavender has also been dressing a little bit more rebellious, a little more grown up for an 8-year-old girl. And I think that he feels scared because, he's tried to be a good parent to her. And, he took on the role of an adopted dad for his siblings. So he feels like a little insecure about being an adopted dad. He's like, maybe I took this on too early. Maybe they would have been better off going to someone who's, like a foster parent. But, Lavender just is a chaotic girl. She just honestly is. Her gen is going to be so insane. Like, she's going to have to, when she's older, be with multiple sims and get pregnant. So, with that being said, she's actually gotten into a fight as well with her brother. So, I'll go ahead and show you Calvadar. So, Calvadar is super cute. He's the total opposite of her. He was kind of wild when he was younger. Like, he'd go and play in the clothes that Ignacio has and all that. But now he's like a really good sim. So he actually has the good trait. And this says, these sims become happy around sims with positive moodlets, can donate to charity, become sad when interacting with evil sims. So yeah, his sister's gonna end up being a snob because I already went ahead and spun the wheel for her generation, because you have to spin the wheels to decide if you're going to have a sweet or savory trait for your last trait. So she got the snob trait for next gen, and that is one child, luckily. Thank God, I don't want to have too many kids next gen. So, but yeah, he's not gonna like her too much. They already have a terrible sentiment between each other. So she has the erratic trait right now because I decided to give her that just because she can't have any of the other traits that next gen requires as a child. So this says over here, grudging after a fight. Lavender and Calvadar have some unfinished business. This conflict is unresolved and tensions are high, at least from Lavender's perspective. And furious. Just the sight of Calvadar gets on Lavender's nerves. So she doesn't like her brother. She really don't. Like, her brother loves Ignacio, loves their adopted dad / brother, and they have no idea that that's their brother. They have no idea about that. But Lavender's starting to get the idea that their dad is not really their dad. So she thinks already that she's adopted. But she doesn't know a lot. She doesn't have a lot to go off of except her hair color and the fact that her dad doesn't have, a partner. So, yeah, she doesn't really think a lot of that through. I think it's just she's like, where's my mom? She constantly asks him, do I have a mom? Where did she go? That type of thing. And Ignacio kind of avoids the question. So he just kind of tells her, I'm your dad. I take care of you. And then just kind of goes on and talks about other stuff. So, but yeah, she's over here swinging. She's gotten in trouble a lot. She literally had to have a timeout. But Ignacio's having his own drama going on besides his children. So Actually, in the last episode, he did tell Bo to just be friends because he can't, have all these different Sims going on. That's not what he wants. He wants to be in a committed relationship. So, he actually is going to have to go and talk to Mitchie about everything. He's been avoiding her text, been avoiding her calls because he feels really bad about the fact that he's gone and woohooed with Bo, and then ultimately decided to be just friends with him because he found out that he's become self-absorbed while being a celebrity. And then now he's got some feelings, and he did woohoo off a screen with Yusuf, which is actually Bo's ex-hookup. So I'm just like, there's a lot of chaos going on here. I mean, I'm here for it, but at the same time, I like a little bit of organization. Like, I was not expecting Ignacio to go and have multiple crushes. This is really insane. But yeah, him and Yusuf have a really strong connection. They already know a lot about each other. They've been talking a lot, and, they've been texting on and off, and then, they also went on a couple of dates as well, and now they actually moved in together because Yusuf asked him to move in because he was tired of Bo. So, yeah, now we have like 45,211 simoleons because Yusuf's family, like I said before in the last episode, I believe, that Yusuf came from a celebrity family that has a lot of wealth. So, we got some of that money, and I'm really happy about that because we need it. So, but yeah, so Ignacio pretty much chose to be with Yusuf. So he chose the celebrity sim because this generation is about, you choose to either be with a celebrity sim or a teacher sim. So he ultimately decided to be with a celebrity sim. So Yusuf used to be a celebrity. I took away his celebrity status because I thought that, since he's like getting rid of that old life he had, I felt like he doesn't want to be a celebrity, so why would he have a celebrity status? So yeah, but we're saying that he chose to be with the celebrity because he really likes Yusuf and he moved in with him. So we're gonna have Ignacio go and talk to Mitchie about everything. And I'm sorry to all of you who shipped him and Mitchie. I'm not saying that it can't work out in the future, but I think that he honestly really wants to be with Yusuf. Him and Yusuf really get along well, and I mean, he just, I think in general, has more of an attraction to men. Like, he's bisexual, but he leans more towards men than women, and that does tend to happen with bisexuals. So, I mean, it's not always an equal playing field. So, yeah, I think that I'm gonna have him just go ahead and leave. I mean, he's kind of worried about leaving the kids here, but I think since Lavender is just chilling out here on the swing, I think it'll be fine. He is exhausted though. He has been working quite a lot, but I am having him take a little bit of time off of work because he actually has a workplace rival. Always getting in the way at work, rivals block the path to promotion. So now that he's got a rival at work, someone who's like jealous of his work ethic, I think that he's gonna take a break from work and maybe even potentially quit being a teacher. I mean, that would be so sad because he loves kids. He loves to like teach them and stuff. But I think that that's probably what we'll do, because also in this gen it says in the rules that he needs to take a break or leave from work or quit. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and go over to Mitchie's house. He probably told the kids in a little note on the fridge that he is going out for a little bit, be good, listen to Yusuf, which we know that Lavender is not gonna listen whatsoever. Oh my gosh, these kids are already causing drama, and I'm loving it, but at the same time, like, it's really difficult for Ignacio. He's trying to be a good guy and, take on his siblings, but it's just been a headache. I mean, I was really tired of them being toddlers. I was like, I cannot wait to age them up, because Lavender just kept taking her clothes off and going and playing in the toilet, and I'm just like, oh, this girl, I swear, I can't believe she's gonna be my heir. And her brother, I mean, he was not doing too much but playing with toys, and yeah, I mean, it shows in their personalities now as children. Like, we know who the real rebellious one is, Lavender. So, Ignacio's over here at Mitchie's house, And Mitchie is just like not excited. Like she's kind of scared. I think she just is nervous because she kind of has an idea that Ignacio's been having a wandering eye. And I mean, of course, you would get those kind of feelings once your potential partner is like not answering your calls, kind of ghosting you. I mean, I think that he did like message her one day and just said, "Hey, I can't talk right now." But like at the same time, he's not been messaging her, calling her as much as he was before. So now she's getting the idea that he is having something with someone else. So we're going to come over here and we're going to give her a casual hug because I think that's in order, you know, just to kind of tell her we're sorry for everything. So Ignacio's like, "Hey, Mitchie, how are you feeling?" And she's like, "I'm feeling a little better. My parents aren't arguing as much. I did talk to them and told them if they want to stay together, they need to go to therapy. So yeah, I'm doing pretty well. You know, just been going to work and stuff. I haven't really heard from you very much. Are you doing okay?" And Ignacio's like, yeah, I'm okay. Just been dealing with my kids, you know, they just became 8 years old and I am just struggling because they've been getting into fights. And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like, that sucks. Like, what is exactly happening? Are they arguing over toys? Are they arguing over who's better? Like, what's going on with them?" And he's like, "Well, I just feel like I've failed as a dad for Lavender. I feel like she doesn't want to listen to anything I say. I feel like she doesn't really understand that I'm trying to, like, protect her. But I don't know, like, she went over to her friend's house and her friend pierced her ear and it was bleeding and it still's bleeding. I've been trying to, like, clean it up with alcohol and yeah, it's been hard." And she's like, "Oh my gosh, like, she let her friend get her, like, ear pierced at 8 years old? Wow, that's a little bit much." He's like, "Yeah, I know. Like, I never thought that she would go to that kind of route. Like, I told her at Claire's, I said, we can do this for your 18th birthday years later whenever you're, you know, going to graduate high school and stuff." And she was apparently not liking that idea, so. And she's like, "So, how is your son, though? Like, is he okay?" And he's like, he's doing pretty good. He's just, kind of tense a lot of the time because, you know, his sister be beating up on him all the time and I just don't know what to do about it except like tell her to go and sit in timeout. So he's scared half the time because he feels like his sister's going to punch him in the face. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, that sounds really awful. Like, maybe you should have her go to counseling or something. Like, go have her see the school counselor." And he's like, "I don't know. I think that she's getting the idea that I'm not really her real dad and she's starting to act out because of it." And she's like, "Well, I mean, maybe, but like, you still need to go and have her have a chat with the counselor, I think." He's like, "Yeah, I mean, I have a lot going on myself, you know. I've had some other things that I've had to deal with and I'm sorry that I didn't answer your text recently. I've just been a little distracted and my mind's all over the place." And she's like, "No, I get it. Like, I heard that there's somebody at work who's really jealous of you and is making things hard for you, like saying bad things to the principal about you. So I understand that you're not in the best mood and don't feel like chatting much." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "But also, Mitchie, my friend from years ago came back, moved here to Willow Creek again, and I don't know how to, like, talk to you about this situation, but so he's getting really nervous because he doesn't want to hurt her. So he's like, "I kind of had, like, some feelings come up with him, and yeah, we've kind of had a situation, so I don't know, Mitchie. I think it's best that you and me just remain friends because there's also this other guy and me and him, I think, are gonna get together. So I'm sorry. I didn't know that this would happen. Like, I was really loving us as a couple. Like, I was ready to, like, ask you out and everything and us be an official thing, but now that this guy's in my life and I just had to tell my ex-crush / friend that I don't want to be with him, like, I just feel like there's a lot of emotions going on for me, and I just don't want to be in this love square anymore. And she's like, oh, I figured there was somebody else. I figured that when you didn't answer my text for a while. And he's like, I'm sorry, Mitchie. Like, I really didn't want this to happen. Like, I'm a loyal guy, I really don't want to have, like, a polyamorous relationship. But I ended up in this situation, and I just didn't want to make it harder for you. You deserve a guy who's going to be there for you and going to want to love you, just you. So, I want that for you. I mean, as your friend, if we can still be friends, I want you to be happy. That gym teacher that treated you like trash, I just, think you deserve the best. And I just don't feel like I am that for you because I'm just a dork who got stuck in this situation with multiple people. And, I have to choose. And I'm choosing this guy, Yusuf. And she's like, okay, Ignacio, I mean, I'm disappointed and upset because we really had sparks flying, but it's okay. I mean, I get it. Things happen. You don't mean to fall for somebody. And then when your express shows up, I guess things just happen with that too. So, I mean, I understand. You're fine. Like, we can be friends. Okay. Well, I mean, she's taking it all right. I mean, she is a little irritated, but I mean, she's a really good sim. So I figure she understands. So, what's this say over here? It says Ignacio, Waffle, and Mitchie Byer had decided to call off their romantic relationship. Yeah, so I know that a few of you might be interested in, like, Mitchie and Ignacio having a real relationship. I know that a few of you would have liked for them to be getting married and having kids together, but I think that Ignacio just decided that he likes Yusuf best. And I do like Yusuf the best, honestly. I think he is a great match for him. And like I said, I think that Ignacio is a little bit more partial to men. So yeah, I think we're just gonna go. I don't really want to, stir the drama too much. I think Mitchie needs some time to herself after this. I think that after, you're hopeful about having a relationship with somebody and they just tell you that they want to be with someone else, that's definitely got to sting a lot. So, what's this say? Oh, fight witness from witnessing a fight. Ignacio isn't feeling too good after watching his friend lose that fight. Well, he's feeling really stressed. Really stressed about his kids fighting. So, I think he wants to get back home to them. So, we are going to do that. We're going to go ahead and go back to the house. And he's also talked to Gemma lately. They've been messaging a little bit. But Gemma's been busy with her other friends. Gemma's made some new friends. They're going out to the bar a lot. And Gemma is actually an alcoholic again. And she's been skipping meetings. And yeah, we already knew that was going to happen. Like, she was going and sneaking and drinking anyway and lying to Ignacio about it. But Ignacio pretty much found out. So, I mean, Gemma's just a wild girl. She loves to go and drink her worries away. I mean, I bet she's still upset about what happened with her and Ignacio. How Ignacio just wanted to be her friend and said that he feels like she's just his sister. So, okay. So, I think that he needs to go have a talk with Lavender a little bit. I think we need to have a discussion. Let's see. Can we, like, force her to go do her homework? Can we, like, ask her to just go and try a little bit harder in school? So he's like, hey, sweetie, how are you doing? And she's like, hi, Dad, I'm fine. And he's like, how's your ears feel? And she's like, they're okay, Dad. Like, you can chill out, okay? Like, it's all right. Like, I really like my earrings. They're cute. And he's like, well, they are, but that was really dangerous, Lavender. That was a really bad move for you to go and get your ears pierced by an 8-year-old girl. And she's like, Dad, come on. I'm okay, I promise. And he's like, you're acting a little too grown up, all right? Like, you need to calm down a little bit. Like, I don't want to be that kind of dad, but you need to, like, learn that some things are just to protect you and to make sure that you don't get into trouble in the future. And she's like, Dad, like, if you even are my dad, like, I just wanted my ears pierced just to look pretty like the other girls at school. Like, I see a couple other girls at school that, like, sit at this certain table at lunch, and they have their ears pierced and their moms let them do it, and I don't even have a mom. Like, you won't even tell me where my mom is. And he's like, oh no, not this subject again. And he's like, Lavender, like, I understand that it's cool to you to get your ears pierced, but, we could have waited a while, and get them done properly at a place, not by your friend. And also, those girls are probably not good company, so, like, you need to be careful. And she's just like, Dad, you don't understand. He's like, well, you need to, like, try to think about the fact that you need to listen to me, because I have rules for a reason to help you. And Lavender's like, Dad, you're so uncool. I mean, I don't even think you are my dad. I don't know what to think anymore. You won't tell me anything. And he's like, maybe it's for your own good that you don't know. I'm trying to protect you and your brother from hard things. I wish you would understand that. And she's like, well, Dad, I am only 8 years old. Like, give me a break. Oh, she's so sassy. Like, she is 8 years old and she's already got an attitude. Oh my gosh, she probably got that from her mom, honestly. Okay, well, what's she want to do? She wants to, he was going to force her to go do homework, but I think that he's, like, just kind of wanting to leave her alone now. But he was just going to say that he would like for her to work harder in school because she's been slacking a bit. And he got a call from the principal about her going and copying off somebody's work at school. So maybe he's gonna, like, go walk away, but then he's like, maybe I should talk to her about this just so she knows. So he's like, sweetie, well, can you, like, try to, like, not copy off people at school? I know that you struggle sometimes with school, but, like, you gotta, like, do your own work, okay? And she's like, Dad, it's so hard. Like, I don't know any of these stupid questions they're asking me. So I just copy off the boy next to me, and he has the right answers. And he's like, well, that's cheating, Lavender. That's not okay, all right? Like, you need to, like, do better, all right? And she's like, whatever, Dad. Whatever you say. Oh, this family tension is something, honestly. Like, Lavender is not listening to anything he's saying. Like, she doesn't care that he's trying to protect her. She doesn't care that he has her best interest at heart. Like, she literally just wants to go and do what she wants to do. So that's going to play into her storyline in the future with her next gen goals that we have to do. So I think I am going to have Ignacio come in here and go and check on Kavadar as well. Kavadar, did you do your homework yet? Oh, he wants to actually go play Refuge Tap. Well, that makes sense. He loves video games. He's pretty much a gamer, and he also probably is going to be like that popular guy in school, that popular nerd pretty much, because whenever he's a teenager, I see him having a lot of friends because he has the social butterfly aspiration. So that tells me that he's going to be outgoing. He's going to want to be surrounded by people and be cherished. And he's going to want to, have just lots of friends. So I could see him having like a club when he's older, potentially, that just focuses on video gaming and competing and stuff like that. I think that could be fun. But I do want him to do his homework. I want him to be a good example for his sister. I want him to go and get this project done that they have to do as well. I thought they had a project. I guess they don't yet. But yeah, he's got to do this history homework. So I'd say they're probably about in 3rd grade. That's what I think my children in The Sims 4 are. So yeah, I have like these ages in my head for like young adult, elder, even like infant, toddler, and children. So Ignacio came over here to Kavadar and he's like, how's your homework going, Kavadar? And he's like, Dad, it's going pretty good. I just started it, but I think I know the answers. And he's like, well, that's good. Maybe you could help your sister out a little bit. He's like, yeah, I was going to go and play Refuge, but I decided I need to finish this homework, so you'd be proud of me. And he's like, yeah, I'm so proud of you, Kavadar. You've already got good grades in school, and you all just started 3rd grade. And he's like, yeah, Dad, I'm trying my best. Oh, he's like, well, you're doing good, and your sister needs to learn not to copy off other people, so maybe you could, like, maybe tutor her a little bit? He's like, Dad, I could try. I could try a little bit. But she has been, slapping me in the face and beating me up, so I don't know. I don't really want to be around her, though. And he's like, well, I've tried to talk to her and tell her that that's not okay in our house, so you're not going to have to worry about that, okay? I'm not going to let her bully you anymore. And Commodore's like, okay, Dad, if you say so. Oh, poor little Commodore is so scared of his sister. That's so sad. Like, I hate that. I hate that, like, he feels so, like he has to be in, like, bubble wrap or something. Like, he'd literally do that. He'd literally go buy bubble wrap just to put around him so that way she couldn't beat him up. Like, I could see that happening. I think that he would actually talk to his dad about that. He's like, Dad, do I need to go buy bubble wrap or something to put on me? Because I feel like if I do that, then she won't hit me. And he's like, no, son, that's not necessary. But don't worry, I'll make sure that she won't beat you up again. Aw, okay. Well, I'm glad they're having a little discussion. I'm glad Commodore's not got a black eye or anything. Alright, well, I think that him and Yusuf are going to spend a little time together. Yusuf is actually very playful. He's over here dancing. Aww. Well, Yusuf, when do you have work? He actually has work in 3 days, so we're not going to have to worry about that for a while. But I do want him and Ignacio to actually go out on a date. So he's going to be like, are you going to be okay here by yourself with your sister? Because me and Yusuf were going to go out tonight. And Commodore's like, maybe, Dad. I'll call you if anything goes wrong. You got us a cell phone for a reason. And he's like, yes, I did. I know y'all are a little young to have a cell phone, but it's for emergency purposes. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I'm just going to finish this homework up. And he's like, okay. He's like, I'll be back soon. Don't worry. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go. We're going to go and ask Yusuf on a date. Do they have a high enough romance for that? They actually don't even have any romance. Surprisingly, they did actually do the Wicked Whims woohoo off screen. So I'm really shocked that they don't have any romance whatsoever. However, he is really attracted to him. They have amazing compatibility and they're good friends. So I think we're just going to have them go out and then we're going to see what happens. Because, I mean, he did like move in with him. So, I mean, they do have a crush on each other. But they're not like officially together or anything, but I think that, Ignacio does want to be with him. They decided to go to a park because it's actually Earth Day in the game, so we have to bake, which he's also already done, because he's working on his baking skill and cooking skill for this generation, and we have to garden and give flowers and tell stories, so I think he would want to celebrate Earth Day because, where he's a teacher, I think it'd be important to him to teach his students to recycle and stuff like that. And also going to teach his kids that too, which, will Lavender listen to that? Probably not. She doesn't listen to anything. She's such a rebel. But we are going to go ahead and I think I'm going to have Yusuf go ahead and cook them something. He knows that it's been a really long day for him, and it's just been really hard because, the kids are being, crazy, and it's just, like, driving him mad. So, I think Yusuf's gonna come over here and make, what kind of food do we want to make? Maybe we'll make, mushroom steak sounds really, really good. Okay, he's gonna go make that. So, maybe they went to the store real quick and got a couple of groceries. Oh, look at him. He wants to come over here and have a little bit of milk. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we're gonna wait on that. And it's also like literally snowing outside, which is kind of crazy. It's springtime, but it's like the 3rd day of spring. So it's kind of cool outside. So of course it's gonna snow. But looks like he also wants to play some chess, which we can do. I think that him and Yusuf would like to play a little bit of chess. Do we have a chess table here? I'm wondering. Oh yeah, there's some chess tables out here. Alright, perfect. Well, they can come and do that after they spend some time together and eat. So, I think that Ignacio appreciates Yusuf a lot. Like, Yusuf has been such a good friend to him in such a quick amount of time. Like, Ignacio just really appreciates when people are really generous with their time and really there for him for, whatever he needs. Like, that just shows him that those people are worth being around. And Yusuf has just been really caring through all of this drama. And Yusuf understands as well because, like, he had this, like, issue with Bo, kind of like Ignacio had, where Bo just wanted to sleep around and, not really be committed to anyone and just be all about himself and his acting. So, yeah, and I think Ignacio was disappointed that it didn't go so well with Bo because he did end up woohooing with him in one of the episodes. So, yeah, that must have stinged and hurt him, and he really hated having to call things off with Mitchie, but he really wants to see what happens with Yusuf, and he wants to be committed to one person. So, and Yusuf is just such a cutie. Like, honestly, I just randomly made him, but I love how he looks. Like, he's adorable. So, he's gonna come over here and talk to Yusuf and gonna be like, hey, do you need any help cooking? And he's like, no, I'm okay, but if you want to help me, you can. And he's like, well, I just don't want you to do all the work. And he's like, no, I don't mind. He's like, I have this recipe from my family, and it's a really, really good one. It's mushroom steak. And he's like, oh, that sounds really good. I've never had that before. He's like, yeah, my dad used to make it all the time whenever we had cookouts with other celebrities coming around. It's his fancy dish. And I didn't think that I would really want to eat this after all the trouble that I've had with my family, but, I mean, it's a classic. How can I not make it for you? And he's like, well, it's really, really good. It looks like it's going to be yummy. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I put a little bit of extra sauce on it because I know you like that on your steak. He's like, yeah. He's like, I like my steak a little fancy because I never had that growing up. My mom was always spending all our money on pills and stuff, so we never got steak. And he's like, oh, really? You just recently got to have steak because of me? And he's like, yeah, when we had steak the other day at this place, like, it was really delicious. Like, I like steak. It's pretty good. And he's like, well, good. He's like, I'm glad I'm making a meal that you find yummy. He's like, yeah. He's like, well, you've shown me a lot of dishes that I had no idea about. And you know that I'm wanting to get into the cooking realm. And he's like, yeah. He's like, it seems like you're more interested in working on waffles now than even like going to work. And he's like, yeah, I really enjoy cooking them waffles. It's fun to sell them and meet new people. And it gives me a good distraction with all these kids. I mean, the kids at school are a lot to handle sometimes, and even my kids, like the fact that Lavender's wanting to go and get her nails done and like piercing her ears so early, it makes me so scared for her life. Like, what's she gonna do when she's a teen? She gonna go get her nose pierced? Like, I'm really terrified. And poor Commodore scared of his sister, so I'm just worried. I'm just really worried, honestly. And he's like, I understand. It's okay. Just calm down, all right? We're gonna eat together and just chill for a while. It's gonna be all right. He's like, yeah. He's like, and all this stuff with Bo, like, I can't believe he literally didn't even care about me after all this time. Like, I thought that we were gonna have something nice together, potentially, but he let me down. And then, I had to just call things off with this girl, Mitchie. So I just have a lot on my mind, so I'm sorry if I'm a little bit distracted. He's like, no, it's okay, Ignacio. You don't gotta apologize. Like, anybody handling that much stuff would be stressed. And he's like, yeah, but, we kind of have a little something going on, and I feel bad putting you in the middle of it. And that's why I called things off with Mitchie, is because I want to have something real with you, and I didn't want her to be involved. And he's like, yeah, he's like, I want that with you too, but we can go slow. We don't have to like jump into anything too quickly if you're not ready. And he's like, well, I'm getting to the point where I'm ready. I mean, I have taken on a lot of things, in my early 20s, but I think I'm ready for a real commitment. He's like, oh, he's like, well, me too. He's like, I'm glad I moved away from my family because I didn't feel like that was a good space for me to do what I wanted to do with my cooking career. Oh my gosh, not there being a fairy over here. Okay, she needs to go. I need to actually turn on that ability to have fairies not show up in the worlds that are not ensign green, because I get really tired of that. But, So they're having like a deep discussion about life and about relationships, and I feel like, that's good that they can have that kind of talk and, not feel insecure about it. But Ignacio just kind of feels, awkward since he got into that love square with Yusuf and Bo and Mitchie. So now he's just like trying to make Yusuf see that like he's not about having that kind of situation and he really wants to have just one person. So, and I think Yusuf wants that too. Yusuf is, getting away from a toxic family life and being in the culinary career and, now moved in with Ignacio and really committing to him. And I love that. Even though they really don't have any romance, which is really crazy because they did woohoo. So I think I'm going to have him maybe flirt a little bit because he did say that he wants to go ahead and be in a relationship with him, even though Yusuf told him it's fine if he's not comfortable with that yet. So we're going to go ahead and blow him a kiss. And they're just eating their steak and enjoying their late lunch. Okay, what else do we want to do? We could tickle him. Oh, that's kind of cute. I like that. Ooh, oh, look at him eating up that steak. He does love it. He loves his steak so much. Yusuf could teach him a bit about cooking as well. I mean, he did mention that before, that he has a lot of recipes that he could share. So Yusuf's like, so, did I do well with making that medium for you? And he's like, yeah, it's so good. Like, I love the steak you make. He's like, yeah, I think we got it at a good place as well. Like, we went to Walmart. They have pretty good steaks now. I don't know how, but they do. He's like, yeah. He's like, our Walmart just seems to get good products. And he's like, yeah. So, he's like, so you do want to be in a relationship with me then? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I do. I know that things were a little up in the air there, but I was just trying to decide and make up my mind what I wanted to do. But I choose you, Yusuf. I choose you. He's like, oh, well, I'm happy about that. Oh, look at him tickling him. Oh my gosh, you're so funny, Ignacio. Look at him just like wanting to feed him a bite. Oh, this is so cute. He's like, here. He's like, here, have a bite of my rare steak and see what you think. He's like, it's kind of good, but I prefer medium. And he's like, I figured that. Oh, they're sharing food. That's so sweet. Oh. Hey, Ignacio, we're good friends. Would you like to become more intimate with each other? I felt this way about you for some time as well. I think he would definitely say that. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh my gosh, are they going to go and woohoo here? They are. Not you going to woohoo in the park. Ignacio used to be such an awkward, like, shy guy, but now, oh, he's being out there completely. Going and woohooing in the park. Oh my gosh. He's serious about him and Yusuf, though. He really wants to be with him, so I'm here for it. I love them. They're gonna go and woohoo in the toilet. At least clean it off first. At least, like, do a little bit of scrub down. Like, oh my gosh, not them woohooing in the stall. Okay, well, you know what? At least their date was a success. They had a little bit of mushroom steak. They talked a little bit about their life and what they want to do with their relationship. And now they're literally ending it on a good note in the most dirty place possible, the toilets. I hope that a janitor actually came here and cleaned it up. I mean, somebody that's like in charge of taking care of this park. I hope so. Because honestly, that's really gross to go in like woohoo literally where people have gone to the bathroom. But I think I am going to go ahead and end the episode off here. I'm not going to show them because I don't want to get in trouble. But I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. It was really crazy. Ignacio now has finally decided who he wants to be with. He chose Yusuf. I mean, he was kind of on the fence there, like Mitchie, Bo, or Yusuf. But after telling Bo that he wanted to just be friends because Bo is very vain and all about himself, and he did have to end up telling Mitchie, she deserves better than him because he has some other things going on and just doesn't feel the same way about her. I think it was best. I think we did what was best for Mitchie, what was best for Ignacio, And yeah, I'm really happy about this. I'm really happy about him and Yusuf gonna be together soon. Let me know all your comments down below. Thank you all so much for all the support on the channel. It means a lot to me. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. And also, Lavender, I cannot wait for her to grow up and just see how chaotic she becomes. She's already acting wild. I mean, it fits this legacy pretty darn well, her actions. So yeah, but thank you all again for watching, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new to join the Storyteller Squad. I'll speak to y'all next time.